Look, 20K every weekend sounds like a good weekend to me.
Not doing nothing but chilling, kicking your feet up, enjoying yourself. The industry is growing daily. There's billions and billions of dollars within the industry itself. I see the recession, but I don't.
Go bigger, faster, and that's exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love real estate, but I just strategize differently. You can grow up rich and end up homeless and poor. And you can grow up poor and obviously become rich. And that was my lifestyle. So my mom, she's been on drugs all my life, still to today. But she loved me. She did her best with me. Listen, when I tell you there's so much fucking money in the industry, just look at Miami by itself.
Yeah.
How many boats do you see this all day long that's moving? It's so much money in it. And I don't understand how it's been untapped by us, honestly. And it was a game changer for me, not because of the money, but because I was able to buy back my time. Remember, at the time, I'm thinking multiple streams of income, meaning having 10, 20 different businesses. When it's really just go deep as you can.
Welcome to Black Wealth Weekly Podcast, where you can find different guests being interviewed by me, Shaniqua Nicole, the Millennial Money Maven, every single week, where we will be breaking down how they got into their respective industries and are creating wealth for their families. You don't want to miss an episode, so hit the bell and tune in. What's up, family? Welcome to this week's episode of Black Wealth Weekly. I'm your host, Shaniqua Nicole, the Millennial Money Maven. And you guys know I bring you some of the hottest entrepreneurs and investors to sit and talk about how they are building wealth. And hopefully you can find some inspiration in his journey, because let me tell you something, he is killing the game. What's going on, family? Welcome to Black Wealth Weekly.
How you? I appreciate you.
Absolutely. I appreciate you for being here. Guys, this is my good friend, Rashaod Crosson.
What up, good people?
Please introduce yourself and let the people know who you are and what you do. And so let's go.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rashaod. I go by Z-Boat. Listen, I am a serial entrepreneur. I'm into real estate. I'm into stocks. I'm into government contracted trucking. I'm into all these different fields, but I'm known around the world for helping others start and scale their water sports rental businesses. That's the show.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So water sports businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of people in that space, especially people that look like us.
Okay.
So talk to me about what that looks like. What is the water sports business in general?
The water sports is anything water sports. So we're talking from boats, jet skis, kayaks. Now the industry's new. Water boat cars, jet packs. We're talking a wide variety when it comes to the water sports.
Yeah.
When I first started, I only seen boats and jet skis. That was my only vision. But as I began to go deeper into the industry, because we need several streams of income, and instead of having multiple businesses, we have one and just go deep. So now that I'm going deep into it, I'm realizing all these different streams of income within the water sports.
Got you. I love it. How long have you been in this business, and what has it done for you over that time?
8 years. This is my 8th season,
oh, wow.
2025. It's changed my life. I think it is the most lucrative business that I have. And
really?
As you hear, I'm into multiple.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, we're going to break some numbers down. We're going to show them.
I'm shocked to hear that, because I know you in government contracting. You getting that government money. You be out there with the horses.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's some millions, but when I break it down, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay, all right. Let's get into it.
All right. Let's start with the jet skis, for example, right? You can go out. I prefer Sea-Doos. We can go out and buy a Sea-Doo. Right now, with the inflations, you probably can get a brand new Sea-Doo Spark for about $8,000 to $9,000. Me, I rent them out for $150 per hour, but as we gotta have that back end and them upsells. By the time I'm done, they spending like $200-$300 because they paying $150 for the jet ski. They got to pay me $25 for a test that they have to take if they don't have a boater license. And then after that, we restrict their phones for safety. But when I seen that we're taking their phones, a lot of people that want to come through and take pictures and videos, they can't do it because they can't take their phone. So what do? I add the package in the back end. So
period.
We going from $150, like I said, to $200-$300.
Yeah, an hour
per hour. That's the jet skis, the boats, $400 per hour. The boat cars, $400 per hour. The jet packs, we talking a couple of hundred every hour.
Yeah.
But most recently, I've dialed into this one-off event because within the industry, you have different models. So you have the B2B, which is business to business. Like right now, one of my boats are out for $2,400 for 6 hours, and it's given to a contract company who's out on the Potomac River working on the bridge.
Oh.
So we had that model, and then we have the business to consumer, that's to the public, where we're doing the charters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I have this one-off event that I do every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's called R&B Water Vibes. So I love R&B.
Bringing the vibes.
You know, I love to have a little vibe.
That's all I see. I be seeing you with the vibes out there on the boat. You got the R&B going. You got the drinks flowing.
Yeah. So that is $60 for general admission, $100 for the VIP. And so I've been running this for the last 3 years. And I've been connecting 5 pontoons together that we put 10 to 12 people on. So I played around with it for a couple of years because I didn't really see what I had in front of me.
Yeah.
I knew that I was selling out this event every week, but I wasn't like, yo, I got to go bigger. I got to just go all in with this and just turn this into something huge.
Yeah.
And so I've done that. So now we've gone out. We got the 40-passenger commercial boat. So now instead of having all these different boats connected, now we have this one huge boat we could put everybody on. The same play, the same numbers, right? So it's a 40-passenger. I have 2 staff at all times. Your captain, your second mate. So we got 19 VIP seats, 19 general admission seats. So that's $3,040 every 2 hours on Friday. But it get a little jumping. So we run the play again from 10 to midnight.
Oh.
So we talking making 6 racks. Yeah, we talking 6 racks right there.
So you be happy when Fridays come around.
Nah, but hold up. So then, again, I finally realized what I had.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? Let's figure out how else we can bring in some money. So now we got to go into a different demographic. So now let's do the hip-hop on Saturdays. And then I did a little poll. I'm like, when is reggae, when everybody coming out to do the Afro beats?
Right.
They told me Sunday. So what I do? Run a
Friday,
play on
Saturday.
Sunday. You know what I mean? So after brunch, come and jump on the boat with the boat go.
20K every weekend sounds like a good weekend to me.
Not doing nothing, but just chilling, kicking your feet up, enjoying yourself.
Wow. You know what's so crazy and what I love about this is that you said Potomac? How do you pronounce it?
Potomac River, yeah.
So you in Maryland.
Yeah.
Maryland is not a place that you think about to be a place for water sports.
Nah.
So what made you, how did you even get into this business?
So
period,
I love
being
telling
that you're
this
from the
story.
area?
And what's crazy is my mentee, he's 24 years old. He just spent a week with me in DC. And if you hear his story and then hear mine, you be like, damn, you almost have the same similar story. But anyway, I had just gotten into the trucking game, and I was working 20 to 22 hours a day. So I got 2 kids, so I was missing time away from my kids. And when I would come home, it would be jumping on my Bayliner. That's a bow rider. That's a little speedboat.
Okay.
And I'm ripping up and down the river. Till I started to realize, it's wearing to my kids. I ain't there. They don't really know who I am. I don't know what the hell they like, what size they wear. I got to call somebody to ask about, you know what I mean? So I said from there, I'm like, you know what? This summer, we're going to chill. I'm going to take off. I'm trying to get to the bag so y'all can live this beautiful life. But I'm going to chill out. And I went out and I bought this pontoon. The pontoon is like a Cadillac on the water. You know, it's nice and smooth, laid back, the nice little lounges or whatever. So I got it, And so one weekend, the kids and I, we were out and we were having lunch on the water, playing on the tubes or whatever. And so I pull up to the dock. I'm tying off. And at this time, I'm just coming out of the military. I'm just coming out of the street. So I'm a little, not big-headed, I'm feeling myself.
Yeah.
And so I'm tying the boat off, and the gentleman, he come up, he's like, hey, do you rent your boat? And he really started me. I was tying a boat, so I wasn't looking up, paying attention. So I jump and nah, and shoot him off. Like, nah. But then God has taught to me. He's like, nah, hold up. We ain't gonna do that. That ain't your character. Get up off of that boat and go apologize to that man and go holler at him.
Yeah.
So I get off the boat. I go and talk to him. I apologize. I'm like, man, you started me. What's going on? What you trying to do? He said, I just want to know if you rent boats. We see the boats here. My family and I, we're here from Russia, and we want to go on the water. So I'm like, yeah, I do. What's up? What you trying to do? And we exchange information, and in my head, I'm, again, coming out of the streets, coming out of the military, my mindset now. And so I'm like, man, this dude ain't gonna call me.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, the next day, the kids and I, we out again doing the same thing.
Got you.
Dude called me. And so I pick up the phone. He's like, hey, man, I'm right here. When you met me yesterday, we ready to go out. And I had the kids. My grandmother happened to live like 10 minutes away, so I get on the phone, I call her. I'm like, yo, I need you to walk down here, come and get the kids. I got to go do this booking. She come and get the kids. I peel off, I go pick him up. As soon as he get on the boat, his first question is, all right, how much I owe you? And I'm like, damn, I got to think fast. Because at the time, it's not a real legit business. Right. I just told him I do. So at the time, I had a personal loan. It was only $367, $397, something like that. So I say $400 because in my head, you just give me $400, you don't took care of my note for the month.
Right.
And so I'm laying back, and I'm like, yo, this dude just paid me $100 an hour. We about to go ahead and do this. We're gonna run this. We're gonna run this play right here.
To start off, you just bought the boat for leisure. You bought the boat so you and your kids can go out and do it.
Yep.
And it doesn't sound expensive. $300 a month. How much did you pay for the boat?
The first one was $75,000 because again, I was looking for that luxury for me, for my personal use. So I just did all the bells and whistles.
So you been balling and
I've been getting to some coins. I've been getting to some coins. I've been an entrepreneur, like really, honestly, all my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm able to strategize and break things down differently than others and faster. Just like this business, it was like I'm in a trucking game, but I hate driving. But I understood that if you just do this and be uncomfortable for a little bit, eventually you'll get to where you're trying to go at. And so that's what I did with the trucking company. So for 2 years, literally 20, 22 hours a day, I was sleeping in my truck.
Ooh.
I'll go home, I'll hop in the shower real quick and go back out.
Yeah.
I started with my neighbor next door to me. But yeah, I was, come on, go ahead. Go with your next question. I'll keep going deep.
What I asked you was that you bought this boat. So you bought the boat $75,000 and it was only $300 a month? $400
I put
a
bread
month?
down with it.
Okay, I
put it down. I think I had only financed like half of it.
Got you. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, my note
that makes sense.
Yeah,
because I want a boat. I want a boat.
But wait till I give you the real play. You ain't gonna be going to get that $30,000.
I ain't gonna get the $30,000.
Nah, you can go ahead and spend that $250,000. Because for me, at first it was like, why would I go out and spend $200,000-$300,000 on a boat?
Yeah.
When I can go get 10 of these Bentley pontoons and run a play and make $1,200 times 10 every, you know what I'm saying, every hour.
Yeah.
But now, like I said, with this party and moving to the commercial boat, now we're talking doing 3,000 in 2 hours like this. Clockworker, because it's an event. It's not a personal, it's not somebody trying to come and do a private rental. So in my head, it was like, let's get all these boats. And we did. We ran the play. But now I've changed the model to real commercial activity. So it'll be the same thing for here. If we was to run an R&B Water Vibes here, on Lake Lanier or whatever, you'll be running this play every Friday. So your boat only has to move just that one time for the week.
Yeah.
Even in the month if you want, because your payment ain't gonna be nothing.
And the crazy thing is, there are boats. I could probably do this without owning a boat. And that's like even a next level of leverage, what I'm thinking about. Because if I can create the vibes and bring the people and sell it out, because I rented a boat. I rented a boat for my ex's birthday.
We all do.
I had to get my boater's license.
Yeah.
I was driving the boat, and I think it held about 40, 50 people. So you got me thinking like, oh shit, I could have a party Friday and make $6,000 in 4 hours.
That's what I'm saying.
I like it.
That's why I've been breaking this down. I'll be cautious as to what I post because I got a lot of folks in different industries, and I don't be trying to like start no shit. I did it one time, and all hell broke loose on the internet when I was trying to compare. I was breaking down the comparison of Airbnb and Turo to the boat game, and I like all three of them, but when it comes down to real numbers and the actual business models, the boat game is going to outperform both, and you spending the same bread. And what I mean by that is, if we was to go and take that $30,000 to go and get the Bentley pontoon, and you doing my numbers $400 an hour, doing a minimum of 3 hours, you go get the same car for Toro, the Honda Accord, $30,000. You only can put that joint on there for $100. And that's high for Honda Accord.
Yeah.
Every day, 24 hours, where I'm making $400 in an hour.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
it
speaks for itself.
Yeah.
And I don't just speak the numbers and say the boat game, do it because that's my lane.
Yeah.
I have Airbnb. I've had Turo. Like, it was a waste of my time. I'm putting my $100-something thousand Cadillac Escalade on Turo for me to only make $100, $200 for the day.
Yeah.
No, I can go buy 2-3 pontoons and charge my $400.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna do it, I was just basically breaking down. If you're gonna run those plays, get into the boat game first. Let that profit go and pay for that. Because if you doing this a couple of times a day, you know, you making $2,400, $3,600 a day. Then now you can go get the Airbnb because your little $1,200, $2,000 rent, you can pay that with the boat if shit hit the fan over here. Same thing with the car.
So let me ask you, so how much money would you suggest somebody have or at least have access to if they wanted to get started in this space and making those kind of numbers?
So either it depends on what they trying to do. So again, now back a couple of years ago, I would have told you don't spend no more than $50,000.
Okay.
Now, me understanding and seeing the commercial operation, I would tell you go spend whatever you can spend because the more people you can put on that boat, and if you're creative, and even if you're not creative, you can hire somebody to come in there and do events. Like my mentee, Gabby, she's one of my platinum mentees. She in DC, so it ain't no competition. There's so much money, we all can eat. But with her, she's an event planner. She like, Shad, I'm about to go and open up a venue. I'm like, hell no. Get in the boat and do what you're gonna do in the venues on the boat.
Yeah.
And so I told her, I mean, she spent probably like close to $100 on between her boats and her jet skis. But I'm like, damn, I wish I really just went ahead and pushed you to go get the commercial boat because the events that you're doing, like we talking, we have late night, we have the glow on the dock, we got different events. So just having that one. Oh, you're getting me turned up over here.
Let's go.
Friday tomorrow, baby. I'm out of here tomorrow morning, baby. I got to get back at 9:30 so I can go put my shit on and get on the boat tomorrow night. Nah, but
I'll say this, right? When I got started in real estate, it's like we want to take the least amount of risk, right? So if you've never had credit, if you've never invested in a business, or maybe you have and you've had some wins, you had some losses, I'm coming in, okay, I want to navigate my risk. You know what I'm saying? But one of my mentors in the real estate space said, go bigger, faster. And what I learned while I built my one single family house, there was an apartment complex around the corner being built, and I think it houses about 500 people. Built in the same amount of time. It took me a year to build this one house where I can make $200,000. And these people over here built a $5 million apartment complex, and they're housing 500 people. So it's go bigger, faster, and that's exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I love real estate, but I just strategize differently.
Yeah.
What I mean is, so for example, how much? Give me like I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 acres. How much would that cost out here? This the land.
You going out? It could be $1 million. All
right, no, we're not talking big numbers.
Okay,
all right,
what are you talking about?
Fuck it, I'm gonna give you the play. What I'm doing, I'm a dealer for the boat cars. They come in on 40-foot containers. Those containers, I keep those containers. Instead of me trying to resell, I'm doing both. I'm reselling them back to the public because I could sell them for $1,000, $2,000. But what I'm doing is I'm taking my profits from the sales of my boat cars, and I'm going to go buy land in different areas, and then I'm taking my containers, and I'm going to build on my land. I'm playing a real estate game, but I'm using the boat money to go and play with it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I love real estate, but again, if you look at the numbers,
the
makes sense.
The cash flow sounds crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
So you go and get a $300,000-$400,000 house, what you gonna see as far as cash flow a month? Like 1,000 maybe?
Maybe.
So
yeah.
We making your 1,000 that you make every 30 days in a couple of hours.
So it's like, why get a $250,000 house when you can get a $250,000 boat? How much do I need to put down this $250,000 boat?
The way that I run the play, you put down nothing.
Talk to me.
That's if you go I don't know, I think 135,000 has been the highest we've gotten one of our clients approved through Navy Federal.
Okay. And this is like an equipment loan or something like that?
This is a boat loan.
A boat loan.
So here's the other thing too about the boat thing. It's just like the real estate. Y'all, the mortgage is what, 30 years?
Yeah.
Get the same thing on the boat.
A 30-year?
Yeah, depending on, so industry standard is 20, but depending on how much it is, they can push it out to 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So the payment not even
they
crazy.
Nothing.
Oh, shut
They
up.
nothing. They're nothing.
Oh, wow.
So you talking 3,500 on this 275 commercial boat.
Now, do you think this opportunity is available to somebody that's in like New Jersey, or I'm sure Detroit has water? Like, do we need to go to big cities? Can we pull this off in smaller cities? Where are the top markets?
I'm going to say, I can't tell them on camera because they're going to be competing with me and get me too. We building, baby. No, I'm just playing.
But so, they got to come to you to get the boat.
Yeah.
They got to come to you to get the information.
Listen, when I tell you there's so much fucking money in the industry, just look at Miami by itself. Yeah. How many boats do you see this all day long that's moving? There's so much money in it. And I don't understand how it's been untapped by us, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't understand how nobody. I haven't met anyone.
Keep us out.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I haven't met anyone else who in it and going hard like I am.
Yeah.
Like, respectfully, I'm not. Because they only stand in one lane with it. I've broken down all these different models. I haven't seen another company that's strategizing like that. Maybe they have the boats and the jet skis, but I haven't seen them doing special events, dinner parties. I'm trying to take it to where we get the miniature cruise line to then eventually we can go get a real big one and put it down to Miami and be doing the
seafair.
Yeah. So it's a lot of bread. It's a lot of bread. And again, if you go to my website right now, you'll see the numbers that I'm saying are real numbers.
Gotcha.
I ain't making it up.
That's why you're here, right? Like I said, I love it. I love the business model. And I know that you're a businessman at the end of the day, right? And I think you're in government contracting too. So tell me a little bit about, I know you said you did some time. Like, what was your upbringing like? What does somebody have to look like to be as successful as you are at owning boats? You know what I'm saying? That's just not something that a little black boy born in Baltimore, D.C. area just grow up thinking about.
We can be whoever we want to be. I'm going to start there. It doesn't matter what your upbringing is. It doesn't matter where you come from. You can grow up rich and end up homeless and poor. And you can grow up poor and obviously become rich. And that was my lifestyle. So my mom, she's been on drugs all my life, still to today. But she loved me. She did her best with me. I ain't have a horrible life, but it was a lot of hustling and self-motivation and learning a lot of shit real quick. Learning to cook from 3 years old and doing a lot of stuff that an adult should be doing. Yeah. Dad, not really there. He played a role every other weekend or Christmas, holidays come around, but not there how he should be as a father. But again, I've always been a hustler. I've always been a go-getter. And I guess it's because of the way that I was raised. I had to fend for self a lot. But I think that's why I have the grind and the motivation and the hustle that I have when it comes down to business. Like, I just know how to figure shit out. Like, even when it hits the fan, like I was asked the other day, like, how somebody who's around me almost every day that I talk to every day, like, how in the hell do you just stay sane? Like, how are you able to move on your toes so quick? Like, when you got a deal right in front of you and you just know how to close it like that. And it's just because I've been having to just figure shit out all my life. So it doesn't matter where you come from. You really gotta strive for what you want. It ain't no. There's no laziness. Yeah, I went to college. So after high school, because of my upbringing, and it wasn't the life that I desired. When I was 17, I went ahead and went into the military. I actually had a full ride to Morgan State, but it was like, if I go to Morgan, I'm still here. I need to get the hell away from the DMV. It ain't nothing here for me. And I went into the military. I got finessed by the recruiter. I wanted to go into law enforcement because growing up, I wanted to be a police officer. And then when my mother and we went down to Kentucky, Fort Campbell, for her to try to clean herself up, and my aunt's husband was in the military. And so seeing him in this sexy ass uniform every day, it was like, man, I want to do this too. And so he told me I can do it. And so I ended up saying, I'm going to go into the military. And then I got family members in the military as well. Mm-hmm. And so I went into the military. I did 7 years. I finessed them while I was in there. My first 2 years, I was miserable because my recruiter lied to me. He told me the logistical specialist had something to do with law enforcement. I'm a dumb nigga from D.C. I don't know. Logistical sounds like law enforcement. Let's run it. Let's get up. Is this gonna get me up out of here? Let's do it. How much you gonna pay me for the bonus? Fuck it. I ain't never seen nobody like that. So I signed it away. And my first 2 years, I was in supply. I hated it because that's not what I wanted to do. But I was able to reclass to military police. And so I did that. And then I got out. As I was in, I got in trouble, actually. Let me tell this story because there's a lot of people that's in the military that probably watch the show. I got an Article 15. And the Article 15 is like a ticket from the police officer. You got to go see the judge. In the military, that's I'm writing you up as your supervisor, and you got to go see the commander, and you about to get some punishment, depending on what the degree is. At the time, again, I'm in the military police unit. At the time, we got a lot of MPs getting DUIs. I had started a shuttle service. So when I was younger, remember I told you I've always been a hustler. I used to go to North Carolina and Tennessee with my family members. There's a company still to this day. It's called Groom Shuttle Service.
Okay.
So we talking at a very young age, 11, 12 years old, I was intrigued in businesses. I wanted to know how businesses operated. How in the hell does this guy have 20 different vans going from Atlanta to Chattanooga to here? You know what I'm saying? I was trying to figure it out. So at that young age, I was calling, hey, can I speak to the CEO? I'm serious. I wanted to know how in the hell do I get what you got? Because the way
let me ask you this. Did they answer? Or
yeah,
did they
did. Surprise. Back then, the CEO was available. It wasn't big as it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had a conversation. I called the lady. I never forget. I called her. I told her I was just interested in knowing about the business. I think I had told her I was doing like some research or something for school.
Okay.
And so
that's a good way
I ended up talking to the CEO, and he broke it all the way down to me. And that's how I learned about credit. He broke it. But we talking 12, 13 years old. I don't know about no damn credit. I hear you, sir, but all right, I'm going to write it down. I don't know. I still got this book to this day. I wish I would have brought it. But I still have this book to this day. I was writing down my notes as he was telling me. Same thing with the trucking. It's a company called More Trucking. I have a contract with Mercedes. We not over the road. We strictly pick up from the port and take them to a storage lot. I called More Trucking because I wanted to know how in the hell does this guy have 50 to 100 trucks that look brand new on a road like this. And so I called him up and I had a meeting with him, and he just broke it down to me. He gave me enough for me to take that back and made me shift my mindset, because when I first started businesses, it was a hustle for me. I'm just trying to bring money, and I ain't think about no marketing, I ain't think no systems, no none of that shit. The 400, let's run that. I need that.
Yeah.
And so that's just what I was doing. And so when I spoke to Mr. Moore, he just said, He basically was like, yo, man, first of all, you got to understand that it's not going to happen overnight. You got to slow down. You're doing great. You got 2 trucks right now, but you're doing a lot.
Yeah.
If you're doing 20 hours a day like you're doing, first of all, that's illegal. But secondly, you're putting your life in jeopardy by doing that, trying to hustle and get to the money going to come. Take your time, learn the business, and then you'll start seeing what you want to see. And so that's what I did. I started looking at it different. I started to get into my DOT manual. Because at first when I started the trucking company, I didn't even have a damn CDL. It wasn't until I had a major accident on the highway and I totaled the customers' vehicles that I went and got my CDL, because they charged me goddamn $1,800 to go a mile down the road. And it was like, all right, let me go get it. And they charged me that because I had to detach my truck from the trailer in order for me to be able to drive my truck off. So I had to pay a tow truck. And let me give y'all this too. If you ever get pulled over by the damn police and they ask you to call your own tow truck or let them call it, you better call your own, because understand the police department have a contract with these tow companies, and when they get paid by the government, they gonna charge more money. So if you get pulled over and they take your shit, just tell them, let me call my own tow truck if that's an option. But yeah, once that started to happen, I started to look at business different. Then back then, I didn't know about mentorship.
And how old were you?
20.
During these times.
The trucking, the shuttle service, I started when I was 18.
Wow.
The trucking, I had just got out at 20 and 14, so I was 24. I started the trucking company maybe a year later. So 15, 16 is when I started my trucking company.
And you were just about to get into mentorship. So it sounds like you just got into these businesses and did the market research and figured it out.
I had to figure it out.
Did you, were mentors around at that time?
I'm certain they were. Back then,
it just wasn't.
It was Facebook, and nobody was talking about business. Yeah. But not the people that I was following. I'm going to say that. The people that I was following wasn't talking about business.
This. So I worked on Wall Street at 19. So at 19, I started working on Wall Street. I thought I had my dream job. I was going to school for finance, and I wanted to progress. My parents told me, go to college, get a job, and you live happily ever after. So that's what I was on the pursuit of. But I knew that I needed to grow, and I knew I needed mentorship. And I'm like looking around my job to say, okay, maybe I like that job. Let me go talk to this person. I like, maybe that job look cool. How much you make? And I go talk to you. Can you teach me some things? And the mentors that I was finding, number one, I'm a Black girl from the hood of New Jersey, and my name is Shaniqua. So these white women on Wall Street are looking at me like, oh, this poor girl. You know what I'm saying? Treated me like a charity case. And I felt that, but I wanted the mentorship, and that was all that was available to me. So I think that nowadays people look at mentorship like, oh, everybody a mentor, everybody's a coach, but not understanding when we were coming up, it wasn't that readily accessible. And if it was, you're looking, people treating you like a second-class citizen because you grind in trying to figure it out. Let's take a break from the episode and learn why you need to join me on my free masterclass at financialprolive.com. If you're ready to make the switch from hustling, bustling, selling real estate, or selling products that you just don't believe in, and you're ready to make a change in the financial services industry, you need to join my free masterclass coming up at financialprolive.com. I'll see you there. So, when did you find your first mentor, and how did that change your life?
So my first real mentor is my godfather in life. So before even business, we talking life. I was just trying to figure it out. I've always been intrigued on how the hell do I get out of the projects? How the hell do I not live like this? My bishop at the church at the time, he had introduced me to my godfather now, BJ. He was my first mentor, and my high school resource police officer, Rodney.
So men in the community.
Yeah. Those men, they kept me brushed up, having those talks as far as keeping my head straight and not, because I don't sold drugs and shit in high school just because that's all I knew growing up. Everybody in my family, they selling drugs or having a job. And so I did stuff like that. So I just had them to tighten me up. Again, always already having my mindset, but just having them. But then as far as within the internet space, Neo was my first paid, like real paid mentor.
Got you.
And then just seeing how people maneuver on the internet and learning the marketing. Because I, all along with all these different businesses, I've always been doing marketing, not knowing it. I was just organically marketing my business. Like I knew about.
That's called guerrilla marketing. Yeah, you out in the streets.
I knew about that.
Buzz.
So learning the digital side, it was a different game changer. And it was a game changer for me, not because of the money, but because I was able to buy back my time. Remember, at the time, I'm thinking multiple streams of income, meaning having 10, 20 different businesses when it's really just go deep as you can with
let's dive into that a little bit, right? Because that's the thing in the internet. They say you need 7, every millionaire has 7 streams of income.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you need 7 different businesses. So what does that look like in your life, and how have you vertically integrated some of your businesses to create some streams?
So
talked about
I'm trying to now sell portfolios, sell off a lot of shit like the real estate. And again, it's not that I'm selling it off, but I'm repositioning. And I'm repositioning with my own communities. So I'm selling off my properties. I'm taking my profits from the sales of the boats, and I'm reinvesting into land to now where I own everything, not just the house or the lease. Like now I own the property and the crib. And on top of that, the other stuff that I'm building on these communities.
Yeah.
I'm still in real estate, but I'm not. Now I got a friend of mine who's into, and then my cousins, I got a couple of people who are in real estate that's already on a team that now I can just delegate that off. My stocks and stuff like that, I pay somebody to trade for me. The boat stuff is like my main focus right now, but I just started another business here in Atlanta. I'm gonna wait until I pop out and before I say what numbers. It is. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until I really pop out.
You know what? I will say that's a problem for me, right? Because if you're like successful, whatever, right? I feel, and this is me personally, and I'm trying to come out of this. So I just started a TikTok. So on my TikTok journey, I plan on documenting more of the process. I normally just come out because, like you, I'm a high achiever and can think of something and it's done. That's what I do. And then I just show the finished product. Yeah. But I think it's important for us to help people see us along that journey. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you're already doing such amazing things. Why are you even starting a new business?
Because it's about generational wealth for me. But the business that I'm starting is because my mom, she's been talking about it since I can remember. So for the last 30-something years, this lady has talked about starting this business. And outside of just seeing the numbers and having partners who are actually in the space, it's more so for her. 2 years ago, I paid off her whip, and I made an agreement to her because she was doing, I don't know who the hell gave her this loan, but she was paying this loan company every 2 weeks. And I'm like, look, you paying too much bread, lady. So I paid the call for her birthday, and I told her, I said, listen, the money that you was paying on your car note, we're going to go open a bank account. You're going to put that money in that account every 2 weeks as if you were still paying your car note. And once 6 months you do that, we're going to take that bread and we're going to go and put this down payment on the spot, and we're going to run it up. Mom Dukes fucked it up the next week. Crashed the whip and all that. Hey, and then turn around, can you get me another one? Hell no.
You know what's so funny? I feel like, our generation, we are going through, we're older now, right? So we're going through this season of parenting our parents.
Yeah.
Especially when they were teenage parents, or maybe they were struggled with addiction because is what was pushed on them during those times. So how has that process been for you? And what's your healing journey or spiritual process look like? No, because I love the way that I see you on social media with your daughter, your son, with your kids, and like how you love on them and pour into them. A lot of men struggle with that because they've missed so much connection in their life, in their younger life. So what was your journey like growing through your lack
All right,
of
so
affection?
being very transparent, I don't really talk to my mom right now, because I had to put my foot down. Like I said, she's been on drugs all my life. She's still on drugs, and so she has a habit of she get drunk, she have fun, she do her thing, then she start popping off at her mouth. She start saying shit that she shouldn't be saying, doing shit that she shouldn't be doing. This and at this point, for me, respectfully, it's an embarrassment. And before I continue to accept the behavior, it's like I gotta. In my head, it was like, let me pull back, let me take away some of my time from her, so she realized that if you don't tighten up, you're gonna lose me. And you're gonna lose me because your ass gonna end up dying because you still fucking around as if you a youngin'. You're 52 years old. So you
created boundaries.
Yeah, I had to, because if not, I've never been disrespectful, but it'll probably get to that, and I don't want it to get to that.
Yeah.
And so it's a struggle. I'm not gonna hold you. It's a struggle because here I am living this fabulous fucking life, big crib. I'm in the roads every day. I'm living life the way that I desire, and you still working, and you still living like you've been living since we've been growing up, and that's by your choice.
Right.
Like my mother got a whole fucking room in my house, bigger than her room at her house.
Yeah.
She don't come over. Why? She want to do her. And on top of that, the behaviors and the shit that comes out of her mouth sometimes, I can't allow that to be around my kids. Mm-hmm. They see a different life than we did, and I gotta respect my children. Yeah. I love my mother dearly. Like, I do anything for that lady. And then when it comes to my father, I ain't got nothing for dude. Respectfully, I ain't talked to him in 10 years. But my mom, that's my heart, and it truly hurts me because I want to be like, Mom, I'm about to go to Atlanta. Like, I wanted to bring her on this trip. I'm like, I wanted her to come, but I'm going to go ahead and start it and get everything going, and I'm going to bring her like...
Because you're doing this for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to make them numbers and be like, look, this is what we doing.
Yeah.
You still bullshitting around going to get your little couple $1 an hour when this is yours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a struggle. I used to be against therapy. I ain't gonna tell you why, but
it sounds like a lot of patience.
Yeah.
A lot of you learned how to protect yourself and build boundaries and still love through that process. I feel like so often people will close their heart off and not knowing that's the key to the abundance that you want and need in life. You know what I'm saying? So I love that. I love that you can still show her love, and sometimes we gotta parent roughly and toughly like they did. So
now she taking advantage though. Cause now her ass just send the cash out request. I had to tell, cause my grandma, I check on my mother every day. I don't talk to her every day anymore.
So she's like your spoiled child.
Yeah. I check on her every day through my grandmother. You talk to my mother that, she asked about you. All right, she good. But now she just gets to the point, she just send the damn cash out request. Hey, son, can you? Nah, just send the request. But I still take care of her. But I really want it to be to where I can really spoil her like I want to. Like, I can't take Mom Dukes out of the country because she gonna get over there, we gonna have a few drinks, and her ass gonna end up in jail. Cause she ain't gonna be lost. Her ass in jail because she cursing motherfuckers out. She might pop you in the mouth if you say some shit slick.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? You gotta put her on a little time. We took on a cruise. We did a family cruise 3 years ago, maybe 4. And we had to tell her it's a jail on the ship if she act crazy. For real, because my mother listen, she's the most sweetest lady in the world. She'd come in here right now and just treat you like you her daughter or whatever. But you gotta trick her. You gotta let her know it. Hey, it's gonna be some police in this motherfucker.
Right.
You acting fool.
You better act right.
She's a great lady. I really can't. I met this guy in Philly. You probably follow him. But he cussed the homeless people here in the middle of the street. You know who I'm talking about?
Yep.
All right, so I interviewed him, right? So I came across his page because the way that I was looking, the way that I was looking at it is, it's like, I don't understand how in the hell you could been on drugs all this time and you ain't tired of this shit. This day, if I have a bad night with drinking, I don't want to sit another goddamn drink. Lord, I'll never drink again. Please just stop this spinning. So I didn't understand it. But speaking with bro, he had did a post about his mom going into rehab, him really rekindling with her and her finally doing it.
Yeah.
And I was interested in on because I am in that healing process right now. And that's one of the reasons outside of me just wanting to take a chill pill on social media, because content is a fucking job.
Mm-hmm.
If you really into it, the shit can be damn near 16-hour days.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying, really putting in work with it. But I also needed time to myself. Like, here it is. I'm helping all these other people around the world build their businesses out, and I'm neglecting my business, my household, and because I want to be at every conference, every mastermind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
But also, I had to take time to myself and figure out, like, all right, we can't just keep going on not talking to her and sending the bread. You got to figure it out. So I realized that I had to fix myself before I can accept, because that's when you're dealing with a parent that's been on drugs for your entire life,
Mm-hmm.
and having to see them act out in certain behaviors or do certain shit that
Yeah.
it's just like how and why, but at the same time you love them dearly. And bro taught me that it was an addiction, and it's a disease.
Absolutely.
And I didn't, to me, I wasn't hearing that. I'm like, hell no. No, you've been doing this shit all your life. Like, you want to do this shit.
Yeah.
But bro helped me really understand that it's a disease, and she gonna show up when she need to.
Yeah.
Hopefully sooner than later, because I ain't got time to run this goddamn business. I need her to come down here and get it.
Well, I'll say, one thing that impacts the Black community that we don't take seriously enough is mental illness. And because it's unseen, we don't see it unless it's in the form of addiction, or it's in the form of somebody acting out or fighting, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Addiction, I think, stems from like a form of mental illness, and it's definitely something that we need to learn more about and just be more compassionate about. But in the same way, I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's, no, you're choosing to do that. You're choosing those behaviors, right?
Yeah.
So no, I love that you're going through your healing journey, and I wish you well on that process. Yeah. So is the Boat Goat single?
Oh, why she do that? Cut! God damn it! Cut this one out. Listen, the Boat Goat is a healing man. The Boat Goat is a free man.
You said you want to love?
No, I do. I have love. Plenty of it. No, seriously, I've been doing things since early on. Like, I got married. I've gotten married twice already because I was in the military. In the military, you get an extra piece of dough if you marry. So I think in my life right now, I'm honestly just focused on my businesses. I like to have fun. I like to pop out, enjoy the beautiful blue waters, and have a good vibe for the week. But I'm so locked in right now. I don't have time.
Yeah.
Like, I got all these different businesses. Like, all I can afford is to, hey, baby, how you doing? All right, I see you when you get there. And that's it. Like, the whole checking up on you, where you at, what you doing.
Is here for a good time.
Yeah, respectfully, though. You're going to enjoy yourself. You're going to laugh. You're going to be educated. You're going to eat good. It's a vibe. But, nah, I'm chilling. I just got out of one, though.
Okay.
I just got out of one.
Got you.
Unfortunately. But that's still my dog.
Yeah.
That's my dog.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
No, I
So
can do this all
listen,
day.
you have been amazing.
Damn, why she do that?
You have so many super dope things going on. You're such a dope person, dope
you.
father. You're going through your healing journey. I'm proud of you, King.
Thank you.
I see you. I salute you on your journey. Keep impacting people. I guess let us know as we close, what does the future of this boating industry, what do you think that looks like? Because people are talking about a recession. What do you think that looks like? And then what's the future for the Boat Goat, and how can people tap into that?
the industry is growing daily. There's billions and billions of dollars within the industry itself. I see the recession, but I don't. That's why we pivot. That's why we focus on overseas plays. Like right now, I'm working on a play. I've been in Mexico for the last 4 years. She doing about $250,000 a month. My mentee in Turks, he's also my business partner. He just showed me the other day he did over $500,000 already. 24 years old. Now we about to go back out there at the beginning of next month and spend probably the rest of July out there, and we're gonna scale real fast. So we're gonna put some I can't tell you what we're doing, but we about to put some shit out there. We really, because right now he's doing about 20-30 a month.
Yeah.
And really he should be doing about 100.
Yeah. And that's amazing. And this is the thing, Shad. If you don't do it, the Russians will come in, the Chinese will come in. It's
a lot of Canadians overseas.
Yeah, they're going to come in. They're going to bring their money and resources. Yeah. So
honestly, when I travel, like I've hit damn near the entire Caribbean because I'm running plays. I'm trying to see what's going on. He actually too, and this is when I tell you look, you want to get your boat and you want to see for yourself. But he's so locked into it right now as well. I went to where we setting up now. I went there back for New Year's, and when I was there, I had the most beautiful room, presidential suite. Every day, the sunrise, and I'm watching the operation of the boats. I'm right next to the biggest marina off the most beautifulest coast there is.
I love Turks.
And he called me. He like, Shad, I'm over here, and we need to come over here, bro. And I'm like, where you at? And then he showed me around. Bro, I was just there in New Year. At New Year's, like I was in that same room, and I see the same shit that you see. I'm already working on it, little bro. I'm already over there. But right now, the overseas players where they're. So I've gone to St. Martin. I've seen Jeff Bezos out there on his multi-million-dollar yacht, playing around on his helicopter. I've seen Steve Harvey. I've been going to these different islands and seeing what's going on. Let me get into this last play. I know we got to close out. Watch this. Where your calculator?
Right here.
All right, right quick.
Let's go.
I got pissed off. Why? Because I was in St. Martin. I got on a catamaran. You know what a catamaran is. Nice big one. 88 passengers. I paid $150 per ticket. It was two of us. Do 150 times 88. Watch this.
150
times 88.
Times 88 is 13,200.
All right, put that in your notes. Turn right around. They got a dinner cruise. Same catamaran. Now they got food with the drink. 250 times 88.
250 times 88 is 22,000.
Put your 13.2 back in there.
13.2. Plus 13,200 is 35,200.
Every 2 fucking hours.
Every 2 hours.
These people are making $35,000 every 2 hours. Every
one
day.
Boat?
Hold up. That's 2 boats, because the first one you got the non-food, and then the second one you got the 250 boat is the food.
Yeah.
The 150 boat that I went on, it was rum punch, unlimited rum punch and chips. But it's Sunset Cruise. They doing this shit every day.
Yeah.
Why? Because people are traveling from all around the world.
Yeah.
And they have this beautiful weather every single day. So where you gonna play at? In the States or overseas? Let's close out, goddammit. It's the vote go.
Shy, this has been super dope. Love the energy. Keep going, keep growing, keep impacting people. More importantly, please let the people know where they can find, follow, and support you.
Just follow me on the gram. All right, the Star Deck. Go there, and YouTube. If you're really trying to learn, go over to YouTube. But if you want to see the real and the life of the boat, go head over to Instagram. It's DA Boats and then Goats. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. I'm Shaniqua Nicole, the Millennial Money Maven. I appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Please share this episode with somebody that's on their journey to building wealth. Maybe they like to travel, but it sounds like it's billions in the boating industry. So let's figure it out, and let's see more people that look like us in that space. Until next week, I'll see you guys then. Peace. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Black Wealth Weekly. I'm your host, Shaniqua Nicole, and I hope to see you next week. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on them notifications, and head to blackwealthweekly.com, where you can read all the new episodes of these entrepreneurs and so many others.
Thanks for watching Black Wealth Weekly.